Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you are doing very well. It's our second day back at work and we are straight in, flying away at it. So we've got the workshop in full swing. Jason's out there prepping cars. We've got Mike the Dent Man out there. And today, Dan is on the road. He was meant to be heading up to Warwick and Leamington Spa to One Automotive, which is Mr. Mike Brewer's and James Elkington's car dealership, because over the Christmas period I agreed to buy a smart car from them, but said the earliest I could pick it up would be the 3rd of January. There's been a bit of a hiccup with that, with some paperwork. They're still waiting on the V5 coming from the customer. So what I've done is I've headed to my new Cars Bought for More platform and had a look at some of the cars that we've agreed to buy. I have got half a dozen or so here that I still need to get back to and price up. But if I head to my bought, I bought a few over Christmas, and I bought 2 Macans actually. And the owner of this Macan, if I open this up, Toby will blur all the important information. It's a very nice looking thing, grey with the nice wheels, and it's got this really cool red and black interior. He is only about an hour away down at Exeter, and he chased up to say he hadn't heard anything over the Christmas period, but we're still buying it. So we phoned today and said, look, we can come down and get it today. We've got a cancellation, and that is all going ahead. So Dan and Jason has gone with him to film it, have gone down with the Range Rover and the trailer. They're going to go and pick up this Macan. It's a 2015. It's the 3-litre diesel. It's on 36,500 miles. He sent us another 30-odd pictures, which he didn't put on the website here, but there's loads of, shows us all the service history and paperwork, V5, all that sort of stuff. We offered, I think in this case, we offered over what Motorway was offering for the car, but we've still got a really, really good margin in it. You're going to want it on a premium car that is, what is it now, 10 years old. Crazy to think that if 2015 car is now 10 years old, you're going to want some buffer, even though it's low mileage and all that sort of stuff. So it should be good news for everyone. Our customer should be getting a good price and we should be paying a good price. And hopefully we're going to have a really, really nice car that should be popular on our forecourt. So we'll let the guys head down, pick it up and bring it back to us. And when it's here, we'll check it out and take it out for a quick spin.
Go for brake, yep, and right indicator. 1 hour and 2 minutes, 53 miles. And we've got to call in when we're halfway. Right, one more stop, and then we can go. Greg's, oh no, sorry, petrol station. That's what we're supposed to be doing, not Greg's. So, in classic fashion, we've put the postcode in and, well, this isn't someone's house. This is a car park. So, having now looked up the actual house number and road name, we are another 2.2 miles and 11 minutes away. So, hopefully they've called him and he's now sat there going, well, where are they? We're going to renegotiate all of that. Can I get out the car park? Down, yay? Yes, I can. Oh, there it is, up there. Let's go and knock on Hazim's door. Classic good old Porsche key that looks like a car. Let's see what paperwork we've got. So we've got a V5, 2 previous, guaranteed maintenance, PCM, where's our service book? That's what I want. And then hopefully we have a service book here, he says. Fantastic. We do. Ah, not done long ago. 7th to the 10th, 2024. So that's good. Not long been serviced, and it's also had brake fluid services as well. So that's good. So it's going to be the usual, checking some tyres. Don't go too involved, but just making sure that there's no nasty nicks on them. The guy had already mentioned that the wheels had a little bit of damage on them. That's all right, because we'll get Western Wheel Refurb to fix those. Got lots of meat on the front brake pads. Little scuff there. That's fine, that can be polished out. That's not a horrible one. Same there. That doesn't need to be brought up. That wheel's fantastic. That's in very good nick. It's always difficult looking at cars when you've got like ice and snow on them. That's a different texture. It's got fantastic discs, very good condition, which is always nice on one of these. Lots and lots of tread. Nice. Ooh. Red bits. Oh. Fab. Excellent. That's good news straight away that the electric tailgate works as it's supposed to. Yep. Right. Battery. Well, that's been replaced, so that's good news. It's not the original one. Hopefully somewhere there's a... oh, it hasn't got a spare wheel, so... somewhere we've got a tyre foam kit, he says. Ah, right there. There we go. So we've got foam, hopefully lock and wheel nut key as well. Lots of tread on the rear tyres, no damage to the exhaust, which is nice. Fab. Right, let's pop the bonnet and have a look under there. Aha. Have we got a dipstick? Likelihood is no. Oh my God. Well, I don't know if I'm going to be able to open this because it seems to be... oh, there we go. Nice. Excellent. I mean, it's only just been serviced, so it should be very, very good. And the guy doesn't have lots and lots of oil patches all over his driveway or anything like that, so that's handy. Right, that's all great under there. I don't have a dipstick to be able to check the oil level, but as I said, as it being just serviced, it should be absolutely spot on. 36,574 miles, so it's very low. Usually with the interiors, I just tend to just go like a quick blast through, make sure that everything opens and closes as it should do. Windows and stuff work as they're supposed to. I can change the heating settings as well, just to make sure it is actually doing car stuff. Heated seat works, that's good. Fab. No nicks and tears. Quite like the headrest. Got it actually embossed in the headrest. Looks smart. Right. Well, that's all good. We'll go for a quick whiz down the road. I'll knock on his door and let him know before we're going to go and pinch his car. Well, I can tell you already, this is nice. It just feels tight. The only problem sometimes on a test drive, like I don't want to drive back out into all that traffic. It's not really a test drive, just sat in traffic. Nice. That was a bit more responsive than I was expecting it to be. Joe's going to get in this and go, oh, I like this. Yeah, very, very nice. It's not got any damage, good condition. The only thing I really saw is the rear tyres got a little bit of cracking on them, but nothing to be to raise concern. So I think we'll go ahead and get this all sorted. I have no idea what's in here. But it's just, we've doing bits and bobs. Thank you so much, mate. Right. Right, that'll do. Make sure all our tyres are pumped up. Yeah, they're roundish. Nice. We are all good. Return to home base.
Right, so it's now several days later. I say several days later, it's probably about a week since we first got this car, collected it from our subscriber. And since then, I did take it home on that night, drove it home, drives absolutely lovely, brought it in the next day. Then we've been away. We've been filming at auctions and all sorts, loads of content coming on that, catching up with Mike Brewer, Lee from Car UK, James from Chopped Garage, all that sort of stuff. So in the meantime, we sent this off and we've had all four wheels diamond cut. Now they were in pretty good condition, but there were the odd little mark on them. And we thought this is such a nice car that it was well worth doing them. And all four wheels now look absolutely incredible. And the car on the whole just looks amazing. It's a really nice colour. In fact, this is the first of two that we ended up buying. We've already traded the other one. That one's going today to Greg at FTR Performance just to help with cash flow. But this one's absolutely gorgeous. Same colour scheme. So it's got the nice grey, it's got the blacked out trims, it's got privacy glass. They're just such a cool modern looking car. And for us, this on, I think it's 36,500 miles with a really nice black and red interior. This feels like a real step up from, well, I suppose it's not when you look at some of the things we got here, like the Kia Stinger, the Tesla, this really nice Mini Cooper. In a sense, it's not, but it does feel quite special, to be fair. I think it's a really nice car. Can you tell I like it? Basically, is what we're getting at here. It's just a really nice thing. We've now put our own plates on it. Yeah, I'm a big fan of it. We'll have a quick look inside. It's got exactly the same as the other one we bought. It's got this black and red interior, really nice steering wheel. You still get the kind of 3 cluster instrument panels in there, heated seats, and all that sort of stuff. This one's got the Porsche logo embossed in the headrest, which I imagine would have been an optional extra, along with the heated seats, and it's got lane deviation and all that sort of stuff. Sports button. It's just a really, really nice thing. So I reckon I'll hop in and we'll take it out for a spin and I'll let you know how it actually drives. Now, the first thing I noticed with this car when I drove it is just how planted and firm and just solid it feels. But since then, the mechanics have had it on the ramp to do their PDI, pre-delivery inspections, kind of the health check that we do on all the cars before we sell them. Check out what's going on with the car. If it needs any work, we'll get it done. And it does seem to have H&R lowering springs on it. So whether it's been lowered, I don't say it necessarily looks like it, but it has been stiffened up. But I wouldn't say that's any bad thing because it drives absolutely amazing. Everyone who gets in this car sort of said, that's my favourite car on the forecourt now. It just feels so planted and solid while still being comfortable that it really makes it feel like it's not a 10-year-old car. I know it's only got 36,632 miles on it, which isn't high mileage by any stretch of the imagination, but it's 10 years old. You would have thought some things would feel a little bit loose. In fact, if we compare this with the 2013 Porsche Cayenne that I am kicking about in at the moment, it just feels like night and day. Like, this feels like it's a new car, and that feels like it is, 12 years old. I always thought that the Macan was just a bit of a pointless car in between the Cayenne and their saloon and sports car offerings, but I don't know, they've really grown on me. And it feels very much like the Cayenne in here. You've got this kind of real cockpit feeling. There's switches absolutely everywhere. Really nice steering wheels, really nice displays. And while being like an SUV size, it has got this 3-litre turbo diesel engine, which gives you plenty of performance. And it's got a really good snappy gearbox as well. Surprisingly good, actually, when you really get it up working. It handles well and it goes well. Now, a lot of you who watch this channel will know that I really like a Range Rover, and that's not just because they look great and I think they are, impressive cars. I also think that there's an element of risk that comes with them that makes them really good value. They depreciate quite heavily, and then they're quite affordable, and especially if you're buying them at auction or you're buying them as a trader, you can get them with a really good margin in it. And that's always been appealing to me because I want to make money from this business. I've always been a bit of a risk taker, and any of those cars that I think have got a big margin in, I'm always going to gravitate towards. So whether that's, when I started out, it was Corsa Ds, and then it's turned into Range Rovers, but maybe at one point it would have been, I don't know, Corsa VXRs or something, maybe a BMW M135i. I started to notice that a lot of these Macans were popping up on a friend of mine, Jamie Capel's forecourt at Car Key, and I noticed that they were coming into this price bracket of like low £20,000 to buy a really nice one like this, with perhaps £4,000 to £5,000 worth of profit in it. It seems like a really, really good investment. Because despite being a Porsche and being a 3-litre diesel and whatever, they might scare a lot of people off and potentially being expensive to fix. If you get a nice example like this with 2 keys and all the service history looked after, which most owners are going to have done, but as always, you know, do your research, buyer beware. I feel like this is one of those new Range Rover cars now. And I don't think people are too scared of them either. I think they're just becoming really affordable. They look like a hell of a lot of car for the money. This will be, I think, about £26,000 on our forecourt to sell, which is a lot of money. Don't get me wrong, it's a lot of money. But for what you're getting, what would have been, I would guess, £80,000 to buy new, it just seems like a hell of a car. If you stick a number plate on the front of this, your average person isn't going to know that this is 10 years old. And if they're sat in the passenger seat, they're not going to know either. I'm also fairly hopeful that this will sell quite quickly. We've only literally just got pictures. Jason took pictures and took a video of this before I hopped in it to finish this video because I didn't want to get it dirty before he took his pictures again. And I'm hopeful the phone will start ringing quite quickly. Not only is it a really nice car, not only is it in near enough perfect used condition now with the refurbished wheels, good tyres, serviced, MOT'd, all that sort of stuff, but the fact that we've bought another one, a 17 plate, and actually we're inundated with people sending messages in the trade saying how much for that, what's the mileage, and as I say, we've traded it to Greg at FTR Performance, who is someone who sells performance cars, high-end stuff like this, and is only going to cherry pick the stuff that he thinks is going to sell well. I think we've got a really good chance, and in fact I would have liked to have kept both of them, but cash flow just won't allow it. To be honest, this is probably going to be a bit of an unfair comparison because this video will be going out tomorrow, the day after I sit here and film this. 9 times out of 10, as a result of the video going out, a few people will be heading over to the website barrowmotors.co.uk to look at it. So will it be a fair comparison? Because sometimes people will see a car in a video and decide they want to phone up about it. That's not really my intention. I mean, to be fair, it's great for me if that does happen, but I will always give you my true opinion on a car, not just try and sell it to you, because I think that would just end in disappointment for someone if I was talking absolute rubbish. But what I won't be able to tell is whether Porsche Macans are actually really great news on the forecourt and the phone will ring off the hook, or if I've just put it in front of you now and you've all gone, really, I could have that for 26 grand, and you've decided to phone us up. But we will see. I will keep you updated. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I will generally always put a sold car and cars that we've bought in via Cars Bought For More on our Barrow Motors page, which is just at Barrow Motors. But if you don't follow that one, you follow the main page, which is shifting_metal. I put them on there as well. I kind of reshare them in the story to let you know what I've bought and sold, so you can kind of get an idea of when stuff's coming in and when stuff's going out, how long it was kicking around for, and that sort of thing. Hopefully by this point in the video it should be fairly obvious just how much I love buying cars via our car buying service, carsboughtformore.com. And hopefully, I mean, judging by the reviews that we get, you can check those out on Barrow Motors and Cars Bought For More, I think people selling their cars really enjoy it as well, and I think there's an element of just being fair with everyone. Doing it this way versus going to an auction, we can go and check out the car. We tend to get offered cars from people who are enthusiastic about their car, have really looked after them. They're not going to get lowballed on a car because it needs to go to an auction and then make a profit and then pay the auction fees and then the transport fees before it ends up on someone's forecourt. We kind of sidestep that part, so it's me coming directly to you and taking into account what it would cost me if I had to pay auction fees, what it would be if I had to get it transported, and I can't check it over and it wouldn't fill me with much confidence. I'm going to want to, you know, tighten the purse strings a little bit, meaning hopefully I can give you a better price. It also still works out a better price for me because we're just taking out several people in the middle that would normally take a cut out of that transaction. At least that's the idea, that's how it's meant to work. A lot of the time, like in the scenario where I've bought the other one, I can't afford to keep all these cars. We just can't prep them and sell them quick enough for my bank account to keep up with it. It's just crying. It's either like full of money ready to buy cars, and then I'll buy them all, and then we'll have to trade some on like we have done with Greg, because I just can't keep buying them, and that's what I want to keep doing, is keep buying them. So for that reason, what I've done is set up Cars Bought For More Trade, which is where if I think your car's got a great value and I think, you know, normally I'd want to buy it, or maybe I wouldn't buy it because maybe it's too high mileage or it's too far away, I will give you an offer and I'll say, I think that I can get this for you in the trade. and all you got to do is click a button and it will get listed to our trade site, where we've got a load of dealers on there who will check your car out, check all the information that I would normally look through. It will already give them a price and tell them what, you know, I think that car's worth, and they can click on it to buy it, and then they will be in touch with you to collect that car. It's all new. It's a bit of a beta test at the moment. We've got a select amount of dealers on there. If you're interested in, you know, getting on there, then drop me an email at joe@barrowmotors.co.uk with your dealership name, your dealership website, your telephone number, your postcode, all this important information that is going to make up your account and make this whole system work well for you. And if you're looking to sell your car, then obviously head to carsportformore.com, and if I don't offer you a price for your car, then I will probably offer you to put it on the trade site, and hopefully someone else will buy it. But either way, I'm absolutely over the moon with this Macan. I really like it. It's upsetting sometimes. It sounds a bit stupid because I'm going to say I wish I could afford a car like this. Obviously, you know, in one sense I can. The business can afford a car like this. Maybe I just can't justify a car like this for myself because I'm in and out of different cars all the time. One day, I'll have something as nice as this on my driveway. But there you have it. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. We've actually gone over 100,000 subscribers now. So as you're watching this, we're still doing the 100,000 subscriber giveaway. It's a £4,000 Tudor watch, a Black Bay GMT with a Pepsi bezel. It's a really, really nice thing. All you got to do is head to my raffle website, which is called feelgoodcompetitions.com. Click on there and you can have a free entry. Just put your name down, as long as you're a subscriber on the YouTube channel as well. Put your name on there, and we are drawing that, I think, towards the end of January. We'll do a live draw, and someone is going to win that very nice watch, and we will get a new milestone set and a new giveaway going. But that is it for this time. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.